all the players who are going to play want to be in difficult conditions, difficult situation. They thrive on this kind of moments. Uh, so again, it's the World Cup. Uh, uh, you know, so nothing can get bigger than this. You're playing for your nation in the World Cup. I think the blows that you get or you take on your arm, your finger, on your head, I think that can be secondary. You need to put the team's cause first, whether it is staying out there and battling it out and getting the job done for the team.
Rohit, it's the same game of bat and ball. The bowlers do the same things that other bowlers do, but when there's a Pakistan game or a semi-final or final, the stakes get higher, the expectations change. As players and as a captain, how does like the leading in period change for you? Small markers like how your brain is working, how what kind of sleep you're getting, how you're feeling in the warm-ups, etc. Does that is there any change in that, or is it just like another game?
No, not really. 7 months because we played them in Asia Cup and then the World Cup and now. So earlier it was a different ball game because we used to play them every maybe once in 4 years or 2 years. Now it's a different ball game. We literally played 7 months back in Asia Cup and the World Cup, and here we are again now. So for me, I think nothing changes. Like I've said it many a times. I want to approach this as another international game where I got to get myself recollected and make make those decisions on the field. And I'm sure everyone will have their own way of dealing with games like this. But I have my process. I'll think about what is right to do at this point in time. Being a captain, I have to make decisions on the field. So I think uh, what's more important for me is to just think about what I need to do right now or this particular over. Not to even think of how much do we need to get after 20 overs or how much we need to bowl them out. I think it's about that one over, how we want to finish that over, staying in the present and literally just nailing it down to maybe over by over and think about what you need to do in that particular over. And that is where the skill of captain comes into play. I'm sure other captains think differently. Everyone has their own way, but this is how I like to think about one particular over, because this is literally a place where you can't think too far ahead. Game changes every over here, so you need to think about that particular over and how you can win that one over and then move on to the next over. So I think it's about that. I know there's a lot of thinking, that thought process, but I'm okay with that.
Rohit, Rishabh at number three. Obviously, there's a lefty breaking up three right-handers, but this is a guy coming back after so much, after 15 months. Big leap of faith. Would you put this in the flexible category, or do you think this is a role which he could play, regardless of how he fares throughout the whole World Cup and maybe even beyond?
Yeah, I think. See, uh, I had to look at Rishabh's just few games in IPL to make up my mind where he's going to bat in the World Cup. And when I saw him start the tournament, I was pretty happy and clear that this is where he's going to bat. And yeah, with a player like him, uh, the kind of ability he has, uh, it's always tough to find the right number for a player like him. But I thought for us particularly, when we have three hand top four, it's nice to have him in the middle. Where I think later on, when we move ahead in the tournament, the spin is going to play a big part. Where uh, into picture in a big way. Since we don't have Jaiswal at the top, we wanted somebody in the middle who can just go and play freely. And Rishabh, I thought, is a guy, and I've seen enough of him over this 5 6 years now to know what his strengths are. And obviously there is a little bit of weakness as well, but I would like to focus on the strength as of now. And I think he's got an all-round game, and we want to utilize that upfront, where he gets to play maximum along with some experienced players. So Yeah, and again, I said besides the openers, none of the guys' positions